Alright, welcome back my friends to another unguided adventure, this time on an island in San Diego called Coronado. Funny thing, it's actually a peninsula, because it goes all the way down, connected by land to Imperial Beach. But that aside, this is an entirely different region in San Diego. It's considered its own municipality, its own zone. It's Coronado, California. And it is a small island where the north side is all military base. And the rest of it is heavily residential and tourist. Actually, this is where I served in the U.S. Navy. I was actually on one of these carriers right here, the Carl Vinson, and I lived on this island for 5 years. And it is nuts. There's a lot going on, especially the portion we're going to focus on today. Kind of trying to throw it into a lot of really weird curves and roundabouts and residential spots and see where the adventure takes us. And this is, of course, as an unguided adventure, going to have zero nav. What I might do is mess with the turn signal stock or something to try to get it into different situations, because there are two ways that we could end up, well, I guess technically like 4 ways it could be an issue. 2 of them take us off the island, either through the Coronado Bay Bridge or down the Strand toward IB, and the other 2 are military base entrances, which I don't have military access anymore, nor do I want to go on base, so we'll have to cancel at those points and turn around. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn on the beta right here. Well, there it goes. And let's have some fun. We'll kill this so you can actually see more of like the squirrely roads here. So I'm imagining we're going to take this right once we hit this dead end, which is going to throw us into this mess, which I'm looking forward to being a lot of fun. We're going to keep track of any human errors we see, as well as disengagements, interventions, and we're just going to have some fun. These unguided adventures are meant to just kind of see what the beta does and how it interprets things when it's got no guidance, no input from map data or a route to follow. The first video that I did this was more interesting the second time around. La Jolla was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping that Mew's in an explorative mood today. So we got crossing traffic here with no stop, and oh my gosh, there's a Rivian R1T. New counter, cool EVs. I don't know, we'll see, maybe that'll stick. Oh, it's such a beautiful truck. All right, and we are waiting and waiting and waiting. I think that's an e-tron. Yeah, that's an Audi e-tron. Or no, Q7? I don't know. I'll look into that. Okay, here we go. Now we're finally moving. I didn't give it any throttle. This is all the beta. All right, we should be tracking for a right-hand turn. Yep, there we go. Got a couple of cyclists. Also, Coronado is heavily dominated by cyclists and golf carts. Which I personally think everyone would be a lot happier if they would just switch to an FUV. So we got a bike lane here, kind of going wide. There we go. Well done. Of course, we're still on 10.69.2.3. Let's see if we see this speed bump. Oh, we're gonna hit it. Doosh. That wasn't that bad. These are kind of smooth. Oh, look, Mew, it's your favorite thing in the world. Big garbage trucks. Oh. Maybe you'll fold the mirrors and kind of go to the right. That wouldn't be good. You can see on the display here that with all these bike lanes and everything, it's really throwing up a lot of interesting looks here. Oh, there we go. We're kind of going to the right randomly, and then it's correcting itself. It thought that that was a lane that it could pass this big truck on. Interesting. Yeah, I'd be confused as hell too if this is all that I saw, with all these weird little multiple lane segments that it's creating here. Yikes. Alright, it's pulling over to get some trash, so let's see what we do. We're slowing down. We got nobody behind us. I'm also going to be cognizant of other people's time, not trying to be a super inconvenience to other drivers. You might just be letting us pass. Thanks, man. There's the Coronado Golf Course. Another speed bump. And, yeah, Mew's just comfortable. Wham! We're cruising at about 27 miles an hour, 44 kilometers an hour. Some people don't catch that we are in the metric system. Hey, we saw this stop or speed bump a little bit better. Slowed down some there. Not as much as probably would have liked. All right, now we're on the big roundy thingy. I wonder what happens. I'm gonna hit the right turn signal and see if I can throw us in this middle thing. Let's see if it actually, oh, it ignored it. It doesn't wanna, yeah, turn signal didn't do squat there. Now the turn signal's staying on. Auto lane change unavailable. I'm not asking you to lane change. Oh, geez. Now we got a bunch of cyclists. Oh. Interesting. All right, we're carrying on. I'm gonna kill that turn signal because it's just throwing it off now. It was leaving it on. I'm gonna report that back. It saw the cyclist and was like, whoa, slow down. So that was good. That was a good reaction. All right, I don't like all these speed bumps. They're starting to get annoying. I'm gonna down tick to 40K instead of 44. Just a little slower. All right, now we are cruising around. Let's see, our projected path is actually in danger of taking us to the Strand, so we're gonna see what the car decides. It's gonna get a little weird up here. It's gonna split off in different directions. Fortunately, that was a wider speed bump. So we could end up kind of going up to the right through this upper bridge here. Not bridge, but just lifted pass. What are you doing, Mercedes? All right, I'm gonna push this forward because Mercedes doesn't know what they're doing. They had right away because they had the stop, or I had the stop sign and they didn't, but they were just sitting there. So I gave it throttle there, so I'm gonna make sure I put that in. I'll hit the report button. I don't know, that was really, yeah, I mean, I guess any data is good data. So here we go, cruising around to the right. It's tracking to go left now. Interesting. Cool. Getting a little varied in our responses, which is fun. We're kind of coming around now to where the Hotel del Coronado is. Got a couple of haunted rooms if you're into that sort of thing. Really cool building over here to the right. And yeah, looks like we're turning right, which is preferable because if we go left, yeah, we're gone. We're heading out of Coronado onto the Strand down to IB. So, okay. We're totally clear left. This is an area where, this is a situation where the system needs to go. We're taking far too long there. I'm gonna report that back just because it's not good enough. I know it's checking to make sure it's clear, but it gets to a point to where you're reasonably checking that it's clear versus just being paranoid. Right, this is a very busy spot. This is kind of the, Plaza Shopping Central, the La Jolla version of Coronado. We're switching lanes, I think, to get around this Jeep. Mew's like, all right, Jeep's going too slow. Coronado is a whole new level of strict with their speed limits and with, even turning left or right at certain areas. So we're actually gonna dock our speed adjustment to 0, which means that we're not giving the system permission to go over the speed limit at all. I can tell you, in my time living with this island in the military, the amount of sailors that got pulled over for going even 5 over was ridiculous. You better be careful coming through here with me, man. You're not on a skinny bike, bro. Yeah, I just freaked out the Beta. That's the kind of person that would get pulled over in a heartbeat if a Coronado police officer sees him. They just don't care. Anyway, we are cruising along. This is the main street, Orange Avenue, that'll take us basically to another dead end. So I might zip forward through this if it's not too eventful. I might also randomly cut to different areas where I put the car in different situations just because things kind of dull out and I want to keep this fun. All right, the turn signal thing worked. It didn't like it, but I was able to throw it into a turn, which is cool because that means that I can make this a little bit more interesting versus just going straight forever. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for these unguided. Ooh, I don't like that. Look at the intenticle, guys. Look at that. Look at the intenticle. We are projected to go straight to that lane. Man, the clown would love to clip me saying this. I'm not gonna let it, of course. We're gonna see if the intenticle decides that the system's going left or if it is tracking that path. That's not accurate. I'm gonna go ahead and report that now. Forgot this button goes all the way to the right. Okay, good. We are tracking for a left and beautifully executed with no problem at all. Even though the intenticle was scaring the hell out of me for a few seconds. I was like, no, don't do it! What is that? What's up, guys? Editor Kaz here. I wanted to take a moment to look at what just happened. Right around the 9-minute 50-second mark, there was a warning tone, and what I didn't catch at the time was actually a flash, a red warning at the bottom of the screen that was there and gone in less than a second's time. Now, it took me a second to actually get this screenshot, but if you look at it, though it's blurry, it says full self-driving may be degraded. If you also look up here at the top at the regen bar, my regen is indicating that in this moment, it's gone. I'm getting the dotted lines for most of that regen bar portion. I'm not sure what's causing this, and it goes away a few seconds after I point at it in the video and regen returns to normal. So this could be an indicator of wear and tear over, 140 or 135, 140,000 miles of use, or well over 200,000 kilometers of use. This may also be foreshadowing something that happens later in the video. Keep your eyes out for what happens. Now let's get back to the Unguided adventure. Weird. I don't know what that was. Oh yeah, this is the really weird, crazy, oblong intersection with no middle stop, like cross traffic. It's got my brain all fried just thinking about it. Did it really well though. All right, on our path now, we are projected to go kind of straight into another dead end. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I don't think that I can tell it to turn without a turn lane. So for science, let's see. Here's a stop sign, and I've given it a right turn signal indication. That's so funny. It was like bicycle, semi-truck that's squished, golf cart, everything. Yeah, okay, I've given it the turn signal. It says auto lane change unavailable. That's fine. That's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, it's trying to turn left there? Let's see. It wanted to turn left there. Oh, it stopped. Maybe I'm confusing the system. I don't know. Sorry, Mew. Yeah, I don't think that it'll register a turn without a turn lane. Weird. I'm turning the right turn signal on, and I'm seeing the intent-trickle go left. That is so strange. There it goes again. The golf carts are really throwing off the system's identification. Like, what is that? Oh, it doesn't know what to do. I'm freaking it out. This is awesome. All right, we're gonna go because that car is coming. Oh, good. Okay, I'm turning off the indicator. Oh, let's see. Golf cart is a car. Okay, coming headlong, it was fine. It just registered it as a car. Oh, man, hitting the turn signal with no navigation, just freaks him out. This is hilarious. Yeah, it starts going, it's gonna turn left because of the right turn signal. What's happening? Nobody's around us, guys. This is safe controlled testing at slow speeds. Oh, so a right turn signal is making the system want to go left. Yeah, there is nobody behind me. I will not be putting anybody in any outsized risk. People, pedestrians, the like. All right, we got our cyclist coming up. The path's actually projecting to go a little bit more to the right around him, which is cool. Very nice. Now we've got a weird dip, right, sharp turn. Bet the signal's gonna come on. There it is. And we're probably gonna treat this like a stop. Apply slight force to the wheel, interesting. It's like I needed a little helping hand to make sure that was an okay maneuver. Thought that door was open. All right, so I basically just turned us left and turned the system back on to see what happens now, because we're approaching 3rd and 4th, which are the very, very busy streets where everyone's coming and going from the island. It is really not happy next to these pedestrians right now. Standing too far out, guys. You're freaking the car out. All right, we got a 4-way stop here, so it's clear and we should carry on. There's some pretty intense dips here on these streets, so hopefully it doesn't yeet into them too much. That was a bit more than I'd like. All right, so here's our first interesting road. This is another diagonally stretched road, and I don't need to stop, actually, if I'm correct. Yeah, we don't have to stop where I'm at, but the car is just kind of chilling, checking for visibility. I'm just gonna let it, not holding anybody up. This truck's jutting out really far, so hopefully we have a nice path. Yeah, we do, cool. It's planning the path around the truck very nicely. Now here's the first of the main streets going out on 4th from the military base, from NAS North Island. Now we've got time, we're clear. Come on, buddy. You gotta get on it. Here come the cars. Here come the cars. They're coming. Okay, good stuff. Whoa. Guys, we got a red hands. Interesting. Or not red hand. I'm still calling it red hands. Red wheel. Red wheel disengagement. That's super rare. I've not seen that in a long time. And it's always kind of a question as to what's happening. Why? It could be internal map data. It could be so many things. So, cool. Well, that's an inadvertent disengagement. That's, wow, now it wants to go left toward the military base. Can I cancel that and make it go straight? No, it really wants to go left here. Okay. We are clear. Well, we've got these barrier things in the middle. Can you do this? Can you? Okay, good job. He dodged the barriers. Very nice. I am going to report that back just as data on that circumstance with those barriers in the road. Man, I haven't gotten the red wheel since like the Friars Challenge days when I would actually let it try to correct itself over the 8 East median, which I've come to deem just an unnecessary risk nowadays. Now, this isn't great because this is one of the 4 scenarios that we wanted to avoid. This is the path onto Naval Air Station North Island. This is the road I took every day for 5 years at like 5 a.m. to get onto base and such, and to leave. So I'm gonna see. We're in a turn lane. Technically, if I can keep it in this lane, then the system should acknowledge that we need to turn right. Hopefully, it doesn't try to make us go straight by jumping into the left lane, like it did with the nature preserve in the first Unguided adventure. Whoa, we need to slow down. We need to slow down. I gotta take over. Dang, it wasn't registering that as a turn. It was gonna carry us forward into the base, so I'm gonna report that back. And we'll go ahead and carry on here. Oh, I guess technically 5 points of failure because this is another military entrance down here where it dead ends and then to the right. Jeez. You better hold your horses there. Big bus. Lots going on around here. This is the other restaurant kind of plaza area. Whoa, pedestrians walking out and the car comes to a complete stop. So we're just going to let that happen. I'm going to take over there. Mew did that, not me. He saw she was walking and just came to a stop. That's impressive. That just also goes to show, contrary to the FUD out there by certain individuals about the car trying to run into pedestrians, I've even seen it on my own channel. If you go through the comments with the first impressions video, you know, there's a person who thought that the beta was trying to run somebody over. No, it's so ridiculous. That's a perfect example. So now on another news, we are basically in a roundabout scenario, or a cul-de-sac scenario. The car is not sure what to do, so we got no one behind us. I want to let it kind of sort of figure this out. Okay, it wants to go actually in here. Let's see, let's wander through a residential parking lot. All right, buddy. Can we get out of this mess? Turn signals are on, we're navigating through. Oh man, real tight. We got a big UPS truck. This, yeah. Dang, if this freaking UPS truck wasn't here, I bet we could get out of this. You done, buddy? Yeah, he was like, bro, what do you want from me? All right. So I got it. Report that, not as a failure, but just as a data point. Super tight. I mean, we could fit just barely. Can even get a visual on our curb there. Plenty of room. All right, let's see. Back to FSD. Because you could just imagine if the UPS truck wasn't there, this part would be normal. And it is going to go left. Yay, no infinite right loops. That's awesome. All right, bud. We got to push on out of here, unless you just end up going straight past this turn, which wouldn't be great. Oh no, you're actually trying to get out of here. Awesome. Don't hit this too hard, though. Okay, that wasn't bad. Whoa. What the? Oh. Oh, another Rivian. Oh, that's awesome. A nice yellow R1T. That's 2 R1Ts on Coronado. Can't really say I'm surprised. A lot of retired officers, military folk over here. There's a refreshed Model X over there. Oh, man. Okay, so we got a lot of traffic in here with a bike lane on top of the regular standard lane. And if this Toyota might let us out, which is cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So that was awesome. Okay, hitting the brakes there because we lunged forward. Not ideal. Gotta be alerted at all times. Beta tester isn't paying attention. That could have been a little bumper kiss. Wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, but that definitely would have been headline news. Tesla system crashes. You know, people are just dying to get a hold of that. Anyway, back to it. All right, take a second to think about what just happened, which was really fun. We report just in case I failed to hit that. I might have, but I'm just trying to be really diligent about that now. Coming to a stop here and moving forward. Okay. So we jumped from one parking area, residential parking area, to another, like straight across, like just dove across the cul-de-sac into another parking area, which is great. But hey, I mean, we got to see another Rivian R1T in that midst, so that's fun. It's almost like Mew is looking for cool EVs. He's like, I feel like I can sense a Rivian's over here. Well, I wish we would have stayed. You know, if I hadn't been commentating and paying attention about what's coming, I probably could have put us in that turn lane, because now we're tracking to go back on base. So, turn signal. All right, here we are on Alameda, making our way to Ocean Boulevard to see if we'll actually catch the Strand off the island. Coming up, we have some S-curve action, some squirrely residential roads kind of coming and going. It really depends on whether or not the beta is going to stay on its path or continue. So it doesn't need to stop here, but it's treating it like a stop. So it's just like the hairpin on the Friars Challenge. We don't need to stop. That's not for us. That's for the right street merging to this one. So yeah, that's, it's good that it's seeing stop signs and saying like, no, I need to stop, but it's incorrect in that case. I don't really know the solution there other than just more and more training data, more and more machine learning to show that this circumstance, no. This circumstance, no. So that's got to be a tough job. See, it won't do it for this stop sign. That stop sign is far enough off to the side that it's not going to associate it with this road. So maybe there's a distance thing there. These pedestrians are just standing right in the middle of the street. My gosh. Slow down, bro. That's funny. I am, bro. Actually, I just noticed it's still doing the 10% over thing. Interesting. We're gonna go fixed. There. All right, we are carrying forward. We are clear. We have made it to Ocean Boulevard. Okay, don't detect this van as an obstacle. They shouldn't be stopping. They're just kind of hovering here very slowly. What are you doing? You're gonna make Mew impatient. You're making me impatient. I mean, honestly, they're likely just looking for a spot to park. Yeah, so they can go to the beach. So, interesting how this is going to turn out. I'm going to give it time. Okay, cool. And the beta's deciding to go around. Well done. That was a smooth encounter. Now, as you can see, we're heading back towards the Hotel del Coronado. Given my camera positions, you probably can't see the beach and everything around me. But it's a nice spot. It's a really nice area. Minus the really big naval cargo ship out there blocking the view. And some wild houses, man. I don't even want to think about the amount of money on this island. Are we going to follow the BMW or carry around properly? There we go. Good job. It'd be kind of funny if it did go that way. And there's another golf cart. And it's a semi-truck. It's also a bicyclist and car. And yeah, pedestrians. Hell yeah. See? Mew showing pedestrians come first. Take that, fudsters. Oh, I love it. I love being able to put that in their faces. Clip this part of my video, Dan. I dare you. Oh. Darn biased narratives, man, I tell you. Lots of pedestrians here, and the car is already like, whoa. We got a double right and then a left and straight section, plus a lot of pedestrians here on the right side. So he's biding his time, which is good, and going around, and that was perfect. Beautiful refreshed Model S right there. So we have successfully made our way to Orange Avenue, which is going to take us off the island. We're actually choosing to go left here. You getting adventurous, Mew? Do you have other plans in mind? Okay, this truck is really here in the road. Okay, good. Came into a stop. Really well done. I thought I was gonna have to get involved. See, this is like a direct contrast to the Friars video I just put up, the reference drive, where Mew was having a really bad day. Today he's killing it in just about every circumstance, minus the little spot, you know, coming out of those weird parking scenarios where I took over because we had that little lunge forward, a very, very minor incident. But 2 cases where pedestrians came out of nowhere and Mew was on it. Came to a stop, saw them, let them pass. I will be able to see more as I go back through the video, but I feel like I haven't really had to get involved much. And I guess it's a good time as any to talk about final thoughts as we leave Coronado. That was another fun, unguided adventure. I hope you guys continue to like this type of video, this format. I enjoy it a lot. I'm gonna go and try to get this up right away. I know it takes a little while with the 4K and all, but I really like how that looks. Let me know your feedback and comments on the Unguided Adventure series and what happened today and what you think. I love all the discussions that get spurred up in the comment section over this. And I look forward to catching you guys in the next video. Look for that RoboTaxi report coming Monday. Take care, everyone.